What's going on, guys? I wanted to do another post-training vlog, of course. This one is focused on basically one of the things I do when I train in anything in regards to fitness or martial arts in general is that I'm going in there to learn, of course, but I'm also going in there to kill myself, so to speak. Like, I really want to go in there with the intent to work as hard as I can and go to a point where I'm just fucking, I can't, like, that last push-up, basically, that last, like, there's a balance, of course, of understanding your body, making sure you're not overdoing it. There is such thing, of course, as overtraining your body. So there's a fine line. You got to find it yourself. Me, I'm still tweaking and learning and understanding what I can do, what I'm capable of, but making sure essentially that I'm pushing myself more than I think I can, if that makes sense. So I'm not going in there with like, oh, I'm tired. I want to go in there coming out like, oh, that was killer. So, again, it's a balance because you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to overtrain. And of course, you want to think about your recovery. And that comes with a lot of understanding how your body works. Making sure I don't do this enough. So I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying this, but you have to make sure that you do your pre-warm-up at home, which I do most of the time. Sometimes I don't have the time to do it. Like today, I didn't have the time because I was focused on recording a podcast. And then after that, I was a little late for Muay Thai today, so it was still worth it, of course. But I didn't train as hard in Muay Thai, and it was all right because it wasn't focused on cardio anyway. It was focused mainly on technique, so it was safe. But jiu-jitsu, of course, I wanted to press forward. I want every time I get out of jiu-jitsu train, or every time I go to open mat, I want to come out of the gym with my gi full of sweat. Like right now, it's heavy, and it's outside of my bag, right next to me. It's heavy, and it's next to me outside. It stinks. It's gross. I know I did a good job today with my training, and my body knows I did a good job today because I'm a little beat up. It's not severe where I'm injured, of course, but I'm sore, like on my back a little bit. I feel so, like there's parts of my body that I feel like, but I'm ready for day 2, which is I only have 2 days to train on the weekends for jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. So tomorrow's another day in the morning where I'm trying to run now. I need to run because I'm trying to prepare for the jiu-jitsu tournament coming up, and I want to at least build up my cardio more than I already do. Muay Thai, I train enough. I think I train enough at home and Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu, but I don't run at all because I don't make time for it. During the weekday, I work, I come out, I'm tired as fuck. I do not feel like running, and as soon as I get out of work, and also I only have a limited amount of time to be with my wife, to spend 30 minutes with her eating the food that she cooks, she preps, whatever, and then it's on for her to go to work, and then I'm with my child, so I can't run. There's no time. But on the weekend, I can wake up a little earlier than I usually do and get out there and run, but I'm lazy, so it's on me. But it's good to, it's like, for me personally, I'm just trying to take the next step. The more I train, the more I get adjusted with my habits that I do. I talked about this in my last podcast in regards to forming your habits and getting used to it. I think I talked about it. No, maybe not. I don't remember. I can't remember. I think okay, never mind. I believe it's because it was a podcast I didn't put out because it was recorded on my phone, and I'm trying to limit the recording on the phone because it's just the sound quality is not bad, but I'm trying to make sure that I record as much as possible on my phone. I mean, on my with my mics that I have, but it's just hard to make time for that too without being tired and dragging myself, because I talk to myself essentially, and it's really difficult to talk to yourself in a podcast. As far as having people interested in talking, like with you talking, so it's just like I'm working on that, whatever. But yeah, in regards to getting habits, it's like they say, you know, there's so many people, different opinions from everybody. I think they said 30 or 60 days of consistent practice would eventually get you there to build that habit. It's really difficult at first, so you don't want to hurt yourself too much or beat yourself up too much with not being able to be consistent. But eventually, the more you push yourself to do it, like meditation or anything that you want to do at home or whatever, anything to get you moving, to take care of your mental health and your physical health, it takes time, of course. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the more you're going to adjust, and then the more you're going to hold yourself accountable to get that shit done, right? So, yeah, I think that's ideally what you want to go for, if that makes sense. I was just saying I think because for me it makes sense. Anyway, today I wanted to push hard, and I just wanted to bring this up for anybody training, anything you're doing, whether you're lifting weights, you're running, fitness, anything, exercise. I don't know about yoga or meditation and stuff that you can do to push yourself harder, but just keep doing your thing with posing and then going like stretching more and blah blah, because it's a slow process with that. Meditation is in terms of the more you do it, the more you meditate, as in, all right, you want to start off 5 minutes, then increase it to 10 minutes, eventually increase it to 15, then increase it to 20 minutes is where I am perfect. I feel like I'm great. I can go 30 minutes if I want to, but I feel like 20 minutes is good enough to get to where I want to feel, and then I can come out of it where I'm chill. I don't know the benefits of going any more than that. They're supposed, you know, you can do that if you want, but I try to manage my time as best as possible, and I feel like 30 minutes is pushing it, but I don't know. I have to try it more. I used to meditate for an hour, but that was when I was going through some shit, so I don't know. I have to try it out, especially now that I don't listen to music. I don't do anything but just meditate without any noise at all. I put my little noise canceling headset on where I don't hear anything for the most part, because then I hear my child running around a little bit, screaming and playing fucking videos and shit, of course, but it's not as bad as when I take them off completely. But yeah, again, just that's all as far as building habits and pushing yourself in a workout. It's good to push yourself in anything that you do in regards to training, because what comes out of it is grit, of course. So when you're tackling other things in life, you know what I mean? Like you build that mental aspect of your brain, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not like a fucking genius with that, but for the most part, for what I understand, if I can push through my whole day of training from 10 a.m. all the way through 2 p.m. of training Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, then it makes me feel great. I can take on my fucking day. I can take on anything. Like, I feel like I'm stoppable for the most part. I'm tired as fuck in a way, but at the same time, I'm energetic, if that makes any goddamn sense. You just have to test it out for yourself to understand it. But again, there is a balance of understanding yourself, how you work, and that's all I wanted to put out there, is that try your best not to give in to the weak mind in you, where you want to give up, you're tired as fuck, you're just like, I don't want to do it no more. See, even how much you can push. I'm still learning this process of collapsing my mind, as far as David Goggins points out, and I know I could do more. I'm just like tomorrow I'm gonna do Muay Thai and sparring, and I'm gonna get kicked in the stomach or something. I'm gonna get kicked. It's gonna hurt, whatever, in my stomach, because my breath can come out, like I can lose my breath. But instead of stopping, because usually I stop and then I'm like, all right, I gotta catch my breath, and then I'm back in. But instead of doing it, I should push forward and try my best to put my poker face on and go through that struggle, so that it's like a real fight. Because if I want to fight in a Muay Thai fight and I take a kick and just light sparring and my breath is fucked up, then I should be able to, I should be able to maintain my composure, understand how much I can push through in a real fight. So, it's up to you what you want to do, but that's personally what I'm trying to do with my mindset in regards to collapsing my mind, so I can get better at what I do. But yeah, that's pretty much the focus of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed anything from it, took anything from it. Value your life, value your motherfucking time, and WD, signing out.